April. And Heidi.
So we share eggs because we share chickens. And so when Heidi was out of town last week, because we have 15 laying hens, we usually get anywhere from 6 to 14 eggs a day.
Quite a lot.
I think
Hopefully
13.
more.
I think 13 is the most we've gotten in one day. So obviously we get a whole lot of eggs. So here is Heidi's bounty from last week. That's, well, probably more than just last week. But anyway, we've been saving them up. And so we thought, what a great day to water glass eggs. So we can
Which she
show the
says
process.
is an easy process.
It is an easy process.
She does it all the time. I don't do it. I'm just like, meh, whatever, we'll just eat our eggs. But now that I have this many eggs, definitely need to water glass them. Although Chris did say I should just scramble them up and freeze dry them.
You could do that.
But we're going to water glass today, so maybe next time. All right.
Yeah. So we're going to water glass eggs. I read that it has been around since the 1800s. I guess it was published in a magazine in the late 1880s, and it's about how to preserve eggs in hydrated lime solution.
Okay, so just a real quick question about that. I feel like back in the 1800s, like everybody would know how to do this because nobody's going to like Walmart down the street because there's no Walmart.
Right.
I mean, I realized it was like the Industrial Revolution and things were going on and, we had Rockefeller and all that. So things were getting, more industrialized, but like, what am I trying to say? Do you know that in the 50s is when they started bringing convenience foods to everybody?
Okay.
And so now everything's convenience. Back to what you were saying. So late 1800s, it was published in a magazine.
So I've read anywhere they can last from a year to 2 years. So probably at the year mark, I would probably start using those.
Yeah.
So like the ones that I've already water glassed this year, I will probably use during peak summer season because it gets hot here and the hens don't want to lay when it's really hot.
True.
And our winters don't last that long here, but it does last probably, like 6 weeks?
Something
that
like
they
that.
weren't laying.
Yeah.
So I will probably be using mine because I have teenage boys and a husband who loves protein. I will probably be using ours wintertime at least.
Which she's looking out for me because there are things I prepare for, but I didn't even think about summertime. Summertime's so frustrating because it is just way too hot for them to be laying all the time. And it's like, okay, so we don't get anything in the winter and we don't get anything in the summer. And so is it worth having like chickens in Texas? I mean, it is ultimately.
Praying that this summer will not be as bad as last because we had 105 in May last year.
Yeah.
And that was before we even had chickens. We got the chickens in June last year.
Yeah.
So hoping this year will be cooler.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right. So what we're going to start with is I highly suggest a bowl that is not glass is what you're going to start with because I've learned the lime can like scuff up the inside of glass. So I will always use the jars that I use for water glassing. I will always use them for water glassing now. And then I use a bowl that's like either a plastic bowl or one that's like opaque. I have a really old, I don't even know what brand it is. It's like
Fire King.
If you grew up in the 80s, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's like
with
the plastic one.
Oh, no, a plastic one.
It's plastic and it has like the red writing on the side. I don't know. It was my mom's batter bowl growing up. So.
Oh, nice.
But because it's like opaque, it's not see-through.
Right.
That's what I use.
Right.
Anyway, so simple solution for every quart of water, you're going to use 1 ounce of lime. And Mrs. Wage's Pickling Lime is what I use. And I bought this at the hardware store close by. And I actually bought 2 bags of these. And I've water glassed like 6 dozen eggs now.
Dang.
Since the beginning of the year. And like I've barely put a dent in these. So 1 bag will go really far. So, all right. So we have 1 quart of water.
Okay.
You put 1 ounce in there.
And how? I'm putting in 2 tablespoons, which is 1 ounce. But I only have teaspoons.
6 teaspoons.
Yeah, which is 6 teaspoons because my other one is dirty. All right. Do I need to stir it up?
Yep. You basically just want to mix up the solution. So that's our hydrated lime water.
There she go. All right.
Okay, so basically with the eggs that we have over there, you can only use farm fresh eggs. You cannot use store-bought eggs because those have been washed. Why have they been washed? Because sometimes you get poop on them, just like that. So you want to use eggs that have the bloom intact, which washing eggs removes the bloom. Our egg color's so pretty.
So, that good?
Yeah, I would say if you even want to put a couple of the silky eggs in there.
Okay, let's put some of these back. That's a good idea. Oh, nope, that one's got turds on it. You know, crazy story. When Chris and I first moved to the Middle East, should I do one more here?
Yeah, we'll have to make sure to fill it up completely.
When we first moved to the Middle East, I went to the market that they had to pick up eggs. And I picked up the eggs and I came home and it had a feather on it. And I was so... had no idea about life, I guess you could say. And I was like, that's disgusting. I can't believe they would sell eggs with that on there.
That's funny.
And it's not really a third world country because they've got lots of money, but unless you're behind one of the walls, it's like New York. Your homes are like New York City, but the city is like Detroit, downtown Detroit. It's just trash, but the insides.
But they appreciate farm fresh foods.
Oh, that's all they eat is farm fresh. That's it.
That's amazing.
Which, you know, what was that, like almost 15 years ago? That was like foreign to me. And now I'm like, all right, let's go. Okay.
All right, so basically you just want to stir this up. Okay. Now you can put your funnel on top. And you're just going to pour that in there until everything is submerged.
Okay. All right, here we go.
There you go. Oh, look at that. And that was a perfect measurement. 1 quart of water for a half-gallon jar full of eggs.
There we go.
Okay. That was perfect measurement. Wow.
Okay, so seal it up.
Uh-huh. And I just mark on the lid the date today. That's all I do.
I need 6 of these.
6 teaspoons. I like the recipe because it's pretty easy to remember that it's 1 ounce of lime to 1 quart of water. Like, I can actually remember that.
Okay, so this is pickling lime. Mm-hmm. Does that mean my eggs are going to be pickled?
No. I don't know that I've ever had cucumber lime pickles, but I just know it's safe for food.
Did you get this at Foreman's?
Nope, at Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place where the helpful are.
So you can see the lime is already like the solution. The water is settling and the lime is basically encasing the eggs.
Do I need to shake it ever?
No.
No?
Just leave it how it settles.
Come on, man. It's like scrambled eggs. Okay. Ooh.
Perfect.
Okay. Awesome.
That's it. That's how simple it is. So, pickling lime, and that is 1 ounce to 1 quart, and that will get you a half-gallon jar. I'll have to remember that for when I do them next, because I've been using my mayonnaise jars.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. I've got
that's
2
perfect.
mayonnaise jars in there. Well, thanks for showing me how to do that. That's awesome. Do I keep this in the refrigerator or do I keep them out?
Keep them out. Do not put them in the fridge.
Really?
I just put them in a dark corner in my laundry room.
Very cool. I'm excited.
Yep.
It'll just be more cans on my kitchen counter.
She has quite the collection of jars on her
I do,
kitchen
because I put everything in jars. Like, as soon as it comes from the store, if it's in package, it goes right in a jar.
Yeah. All right.
So,
Well, thanks for joining us today, and I hope you find this video helpful and useful.
bye.